Hi, all. We have in our previous session seen the mixed costing scenario where we brought in two different sources for the single same raw material, right? The same raw material we had both import as well as domestic suppliers. We had two different cost estimate for the raw materials and we used it in production. Today we are going to look into the second scenario. Before we go there, you know that our offering is in two parts. The first one is the foundational, which will make you very competent with respect to SAP product costing, executing all the core functions and the core configurations. The expert level, the part which we are currently going through, the foundational is available on Udemy, and some of these videos I have loaded it onto the YouTube as well. Now coming to the expert level, we are now looking into mixed costing. Let me quickly go into the scenario that I was working. You have a scenario, sorry, the title is not correct. So you have a scenario, make or buy scenario. This is called make or buy. Okay. So you have the internal capacity and capability to produce some of your semi-finished good, let's say, right? And you also have this alternative source where you can buy it from a nearest subcontractor, etc. So you have two options. One, you can make it in-house, or you can procure it from external. So what are some of the settings that you need to do to check, right? Which is better, making is better or buying is better, okay? And what is the impact on the finished good once you produce that, right? That is what we will try to see. So here what we do is that we have a main type, main SFG. Then we under that we will create two valuation type, SFG buy and SFG make, right? SFG buy is something which you buy from outside market, right? So I have three distinct valuation classes. Then BSX stands for inventory, which you already know. So I'll have three accounts representing three different inventory accounts, right? One for SFG buy, one for SFG make, and one the main one. And the WRX remains same for GRIR clearing. GBP VBR is your consumption account. So the main account, of course, it's already there 120, right? Then I will make SFG buy 121, SFG make 122. Now you need a COGM account for the SFG make because you may produce it, right? There are two alternatives. One, you can buy them, one you can produce them. When you produce it, in the finally when you receive the goods received, what is the entry you have? You credit your COGM and debit your inventory. So you need a COGM account, and that is not applicable in case of buy because buy you are already buying SFG. But whereas in this case you need to make it, and once you make it and you receive your goods, right, completed SFG, so you have this particular account. Now why do you have price difference account? You have price difference account because in case you have an estimate for the buy part of it, there are SFG buy valuation class, you have set an estimate but your purchase price can be different. So to record the price differences, you have this 403 40116 here. Then coming to PRD PRF, this is for production variance, right? In all of these, you will just assign to the OKB this particular account 403, which represents the SFG by price difference. You will assign it to the OKB9. Now, if you face any errors, it will be good learning for us to understand why the error is surfacing and where it has the impact. So now let's look at the configuration steps. Some of these steps I might have to change it. Okay, let's see what all steps. For example, activate split valuation, which is already done. It's a global setting, right? You don't have to do it. Nevertheless, I will put it up on screen for you again. Let me go to SAP. Here I am on SAP. Go to SIMG. Okay, in SIMG I go to material management, right? So here I am on material management. Then you have valuation and account assignment, split valuation. As I showed you earlier also, a split valuation is active. It is at the client level, right? So it's just active. So anybody can use it who is using the system. When it comes to configuration of split valuation, the moment you click there, you get a pop-up box with all the valuation areas, right? You just click cancel. That's it. Now we are going to define global types and global categories. You can take any sequence. Either you can take you can start creating global type and then come and create global category, or the other way around. So first I will go and create a global category. I would prefer to create the global category first. So if you go back to my PPT, okay. So in the next screen, we had created global valuation category for raw materials in my earlier setting, right? Now we will create something called SFG, here you go, SFG make or buy. This is my category. Under that again I will make SFG make and SFG buy. Like that I will give two valuation type, SFG make and SFG buy. I will just put make here, MAK, and SFG buy. This will be what we will create, SFG buy. There you go. Fair enough. Let me go here. Now I have to create a new category. So it's a single digit number, 4, 5, 6 are occupied. I have 8, so I'll use the luxury of 8. Okay. Create. Okay. Valuation category. It asks for valuation category. So I will give the number as 8. Okay. And description category. Category, what did I say? SFG make buy. Both options we have. Now here we have to give that particular valuation type, right, which is currently not available. If you look at it, it is not available. We may have to come back and give it here. External procurement is not mandatory. If we are doing the default in-house, we have to give that in-house valuation type, which I have not yet created. So now after entering these parameters, all you do is again click on create. Okay. Now click on save. Now you should get a message, changes were saved. Now go back, check whether you have that particular category. Now 8, I have my SFG make buy. Now what did we say? Once this is done, we'll go back and create types. So here I am, global types I am creating. So I'll say one for SFG buy. I'll just call it SFG buy. Create, okay, SFG buy. When we say we are buying SFG, that means external purchase orders are allowed, right? So external purchases are allowed, but whereas internal it is not allowed, right? Because we are buying, so obviously no internal order purchase order. So that is why it is 0. 0 indicates not allowed. No, 0, no internal purchase orders allowed, right? Then your account category reference is 0008. Nevertheless, I will take it from the search help. So 0008 is for semi-finished goods. And click again create. If you save it, it doesn't create. That's the fun part here. So I'll have to again click on create, then it saves. Then it gives me the message saying that valuation type SFG was create. Now I will change this to SFG make. So click on save. Then it says no changes made. Okay, you can see changes were saved. That's all. Now I'll do one more thing, SFG make. SFG make. So here external purchase orders are not allowed because you are making it in-house. Whereas internal purchase orders are allowed, so you will make internal purchase order allowed. So 20008, okay. Click on create, okay, done, and save. So you have created two types, right? Global types you have created, two types you have created, SFG buy and SFG make, okay. That's all. Let me just click on SFG buy and change it. So no other parameters. Done. Save. Back. Okay. Now what we need to do? Go back to the global category. In global categories, if you recollect, this is the one where is that SFG make or buy. I'll select this one and I'll click on change. Now when you come to change here, default valuation type for in-house production. If you are doing an in-house production, right? What is the valuation type you want to use? So the valuation type I will use is SFG make. Okay. Default valuation type in-house mandatory. I'm not selecting it. If you want, you can select it, but I will not select it. SFG make. If it asks later, I'll come back and I will do it here. So as of now, I have given that valuation type in-house production. Save. Save. Back. Done. Now we have to assign our plants. First of all, I have to assign the types to the category. So I have selected my category here. So 8 is my category here. Click on types. Search for your types. So SFG buy and click activate. Then SFG make, then click activate. Then you should get this active written in blue font. Then you are done. Then click save. Click save. Go back. Okay, back. Now come to local definitions. In local definitions, you have to scroll. Okay. So if you cannot scroll, yeah, I have done the scrolling. Otherwise, you can use the button here on the top next page. So BB10, I am going to assign this BB10 to my what you call operating unit, categories to operating unit. So I have selected the plant. Click on categories to operating unit. So our category unit is 8 SFG make and say active. So you get this activate here. Click on save, back, right, and then select your next plan BB20. Click again on categories OU, then again select this 8th one SFG make by, okay, and then say activate, done, then save. With this you have done the configurations for make. The only thing is I am not sure at this point of time whether I need to make it as mandatory. Let me just check whether I have made it mandatory. Yeah, SFG make, right? For K100 I had ticked this as in-house mandatory, so I'll do it here also. The tick mark I will give it. So let's see here, change, okay, this is in-house. This is not about, this is B, sorry, I have to go to 8, this one SFG make, here it is. So I'll select this, click on change. Oh, did I not give SFG makes one of those categories? I thought I did. Where is it? SFG make here, okay, and say okay, and then save. Click on save. Let's say change, done, save, then back. So now I have SFG make. So default category in-house production, I have given the valuation type and I have given it here in-house. Save, back. For valuation, it will use this one as a basis to do the cost estimate. Now I have to go and create the valuation class. Where do you create valuation class? Exactly in the same group, valuation and account assignment. Go to account determination. Okay, account determination without wizard. Okay, click define valuation classes. Okay, click on valuation classes. Okay, if you recollect, we already have the valuation class B30 for SFG. Where is that B30? Here it is for SFG. All that I have to do now is that I'll copy this and say SFG make SFG local. That's all. So copy this B31. I'll make it B31. So here it goes. Account reference category 008. So I need to bring this B100 here. Okay, and I will call this SFG. First one is buy. Okay, save, select this, make the next one B32, copy as B32, and I will make this as make, done, and click on save and say okay. That's it, save, back, done. With this you have completed the valuation class. Now I'll directly go and make GL accounts /n FS 00. You have to create GL accounts. So let me go to the PPT. The first set of GL accounts that I need to create is inventory accounts, right? 230 is already created, 231, 232 I will create now. So go to current assets where you have the inventory. So this is the SFG material. Oh, SFG is 220, is it? Okay, so then I'll have to make it 221 and 222. So I'll just make a correction here. This is 220. So this will be 221 and this will be 222. So I'll make this SFG. So make use of this SFG material. Click copy as. Okay, I'm making it 221. Okay, so I'll call it inventory SFG make. Okay, the same thing I'll copy it to the next one. Control V, etc. Control data. Okay, nothing else is required here, and create bank interest G006, post automatically only, and click save. Make the next one, copy as 222, which will be SFG. Oh, the first one was supposed to be make and the second one is buy. Let me just check my what you call this sheet. First one is buy, second one is make. Okay, so what I will do, I will leave the description as it is, save. But for 221, I'll go and change the description as buy. Change. So the 221, I am going to make the description as buy. So this one also is buy. Just to ensure that the same sequence I am maintaining what I have shown you in the PPT. That way I know I have not made mistakes. So refresh. Okay, current assets. So you see 221 is for buy, 222 is make. Once you buy this, your inventory has come, then what is the next one? Okay, you will have to do consumption. So we'll go to the consumption account. So the consumption account is in this one, expenses direct. So you have this SFG here, 401 120. So what I will do, 121 and 122 I will create it. So I'll copy it. Okay, I'll create 121, say enter. So this will be make. Will it allow me 2 more characters? Will it allow 3 characters? Yeah. So if I remove this hyphen here, I can put make. Okay, so I'll copy this and consumption make. Done. Again I'm doing the same mistake. First one is buy, second one is make. Sorry for that. So let me copy this and make 122 as make. Okay, save. But 121 now will be buy. What is the sequence I have to maintain? The first one is buy, second one is make. Sorry, 121 is make. So change. So 121 is buy. And here also it's buy. So 121 is buy. Let me refresh it. So here you go. Expenses direct, 121 is buy, 122 is make. Same thing I had in assets also, right? The first one is buy, second one is make, right? Now what do you have? When you buy, you may get price differences, right? So let me go to the price differences. Okay, in price differences I had one for SFG, which is here 1115. So I don't need a gain account. If I mean, I can leave it. If there is a gain account, I don't want to touch it. So now what I will say is 116 is for buy, right? So no, 117 I will create it as price gain or loss. Or can I not use the same account? I will convert this 116 here, okay, which I have already created. So I will call it this way. Price variance, I will not say gain or something. SFG, this one will be, first one is buy, right? So that's what I will do here. This is the price variance account, buy, done. Here you go. Then control data, if you look at it, cost element category will be 1. Create bank interest, you have GU014, adjustment accounts. Type description is the same. Now for make, you will not have this. Can you tell me why? For make, you will not have price difference because you are making it in-house. What you will have is a production variance. So instead of price variance account, what I need to do, I need to create a production variance account for SFG. So there is already a account called 130 for production variance. I can make use of this, or if you suggest, I can make use of a new one for SFG make of on the same lines. So what I will do, 131. So I have made 116 for SFG buy, right? Let me update this. So price variance is PRD, exactly 116 I have made here. So 116 white cells indicates you don't need anything. So instead of blanking it out, I just said white, so not required. So I'll leave it not required. Okay, I'll write here not required. So that way, not required. Okay, so same thing I'll write it here, not required, not required. So here not required, not required, and not required. Okay, fair enough. Now let me create the PRD, price difference account. 116 is created. Now what I need to do, I need to create a production variance account. So there is already a 130. So this 130 was applicable for the main SFG, right here. So it is applicable In case of main account, which is already mapped, I have already mapped it. So this goes white, which is fine. Only the cell has to be black. So table design, and this has to be black. So I already have a 130. If you want, I'll create 131. Okay, just to show you that I am assigning it for a different valuation class, no other purpose. So let me create 131 production variance account. Copy the production variance account is 130 and say copy as and just make it 131. Say enter. Okay. Production variance SFG make. So it is not allowing me. So instead of variance, I'll call it VAR. Prod variance SFG make. So this is SFG make. Okay. Control data, I am showing it to you. Just the cost element category. This is adjustment account. Done. Save. So now we have made a production variance. Now once you create the goods, you have to receive it back. So you need a COGM account, right? So we will create a COGM here. Income, operating income. COGM SFG you have. I'll copy this 150 as 151. Okay. Copy as this 150. Make it 151. Done. So I will name the description as SFG make. So this is make SFG make. Again, there is a cost element category 1. The rest of it is the same. Create bank interest G006. Save. That's it. So with this, if you see WRX account, we are not going to change. I have created BSX account. GBP VBR AUF I have created. PRD is already existing, but I'll have to just do some assignment change here. 116 I will do, and then PRF 130. This PRF is it's already there. This one is there, and OKB9 I have to. So what I will do, I'll now go to OBYC and do these settings for you. Okay, go to. I'll open a new window just in case I want to come and see the GL accounts. I can come back. First thing that what you do is BSX. You bring the inventory. So double click on inventory. Chart of accounts is B100 and it is the same B100 here. B100, B100, but valuation class will be B31, right? B31. So let me just check. It's B31 for SFG buy and B32 is for make. And what is the account I have given for B30? 221 and 222. So I copy this here, 221, and then I'll say here click 222. So this part is done. So 31, valuation class 31 and 32 is done. Save. Done. Alright. So for B31, I believe you need WRX if I am not wrong. So let me come back and check that when I face that error. So back. Now, next thing, let's look at our PPT. WRX is done. So I have GBB VBR. Let's go to GBB VBR. Where is GBB VBR? GBB VBR here. Okay. So my valuation class B100. Okay. VBR. Okay. For B30, it's already assigned. Now I have to create it for B31, which is my semi-finished goods make, buy and make. So B31, what is the GL account which I have created? So I have created 121, right? 121 is the account I have created. So this is 120. Let me copy this, that way it is easy for me. So here you go, it will be 121. These are consumption accounts, and here again 121. Similarly, I have to create one for B100. Okay, you can reach out to me. I can give an Excel dump of all these GL accounts. You can directly plug it or go and check in TO30 table also. But when you do it for each transaction, that's when you will be able to correlate how the impact is, how you are linking this GL accounts to valuation class, to the transaction key, which transaction influences calls out which key. Those things you will be able to realize when you do it, as and when required. Okay, So having said that, let me just copy this GL account here. Once again, let me just copy the GL account here. This is consumption account, done. Now you need to create an AUF account here, GBP AUF for COGM, right? When goods received is received. COGM is 30140 I have created. I think so. So I'll go back. So already one AUF is already declared for B30. Now I have to declare it for B32 because B31 is for SFG buying. So in SFG buying, you don't make it to have a COGM. Okay. So AUF B32. Okay. Now for B32, the account, what we said is that it will be 151. That's what I remember telling you. So is it 151? What was the COGM I created? Yeah, 151. So it is 151. There you go. Yeah, it is 151. So I'll assign the same account here and save. Then when you buy goods, you have to give the price difference account. So go back, okay, go to PRD. In PRD, you define the price difference account, okay. Price difference account for B31. So I can copy this particular cell here. But before I do that, I will change this because I am not going to have separate account for gain or loss. Done. Save. Done. So I'll copy this and copy this to B31. So copy as. So all I am doing is I'm changing the valuation class because B31 is for SFG buy and the price difference account is 116. So again go here and give 116. Okay. 403 40s 116. Now what about production variance? So production variance, I will copy this B100, okay, this particular account here, okay, and then I will create a new, I have already got a new account. I just have to see what was the account I created. This is for B32. In case I have a production variance, what is the account number I have created for production variances? SFG production variance here 131. So I just have to give here 131. So there you go, and here 131. Done and save. Okay, save, done, back, done. So I have now, I'll now go to the PowerPoint and just check if I have created all of these. I think I have to do the GRIR clearing account for B31, right, which I have not done, but let me just wait. No, but I don't assign it at valuation class. I would have created it centrally for the chart of accounts, the GRIR clearing form. So this is done, this is done, PRF is done, 130 is done, 131 is done. Now OKB9 has to be assigned only for the price difference account, which is 116. So I'll go to OKB9 for this particular 116. It's already assigned, but I just want to double check it. So what I will do, I'll double click here, go here, and this is done. Now go to the transaction OKB9 default account assignment. In OKB9, the company code is B100, right? And in B100, what was the GL account? We said 116. So 116 is here. So 116 is already assigned with OKB9. So it's well and good. If you have not assigned, you can do it now. So the OKB9 settings are over. Now that the OKB9 settings are over, okay, I have to create a material, SFG material. Now same process like what we did earlier. So I'll go to MM01, okay. I will call this BB10, okay. SFG is going to be SFG, okay. It is buy make. I'll call buy or make, and mechanical engineering, and here you have to say it is HAL, okay. Before you do this, okay, my request is that you just check the OMS2, which I am sure I have done that. OMS2 is the setting. I want to check whether I have, for my plants, have I given, select this HAL, click on quantity value updating, scroll down to find your plant, okay, and yes, I have given it. These two tick marks should be there, which tells you that after each transaction, either you take out materials or you bring in material, whatever be the movement type, you want the quantity in the material master updated and value to be updated. So that's the thing, that's the setting here. So this is done. So now I will select basic data 1. I may purchase it, okay, I may make it, so I'll have to select all these four: basic data 1, purchasing, all the MRP tabs, and the work scheduling, and the accounting 1, 2, all of these I have to. Okay, now select your plant BB10. Okay, now storage location is also BB10. Okay, now I'll just write the material description. EA. Okay, material group is going to be B100. Okay, purchasing group is B10. Done. Enter. MRP type is ND. EX. Nothing else is required here. In MRP2, nothing is required here. In-house production, nothing is required here. Yes, done. Right. Strategy group is 10. Okay. Availability check is KP. Done. And then click on enter. Production version will come back and maintain. Then production supervisor, of course, we have to give B10. That's it. Did I give profit center in that MRP 4 or 3? No, it is in storage location, right? So it will again ask in costing tab, which is fine. So enter. Now here is where you have the difference. First you enter the division K1 or K2, whatever you want. Valuation category. Here you will get the valuation category. The valuation category assigned to our plant is SFG make or buy. So I will select SFG make or buy. Double click. Valuation class that I have is B31 SFG buy, but at this point of time I will take the main one. Okay, now you see there are three valuation categories here: standard price, and all of these are written. Okay, we will select the valuation class which is the main category B30, right? Say enter. The moment I do that, everything goes away. So you have 3 and S. Even you put a moving average price, it doesn't help here much, but still let me give 3 moving average price and see what happens. Hey, enter. That's it. Okay, you do have overheads which you want to apply, so overheads are there. Material origin you would like to see, and there should be a placeholder for profit center. Here it goes, BB10 PC01. Enter. Okay, B30 etc. Done. Save. Done. I'll create the same material, but this time I will create it with valuation category as buy. When you buy, you only have MRP 1 and MRP 2, right? You the costing 1 and 2 should not be there. Let's see whether it will retain. So now here plant is BB10, storage location is BB10, valuation type I am going to say it as SFG buy, the first category SFG buy. Done. So enter. Okay, see, costing selection is cancelled because we are buying it outside. It directly comes to the valuation class. Okay, done. So here valuation class would be B31 because it has to pick up the relevant GL accounts. I will give the price as somewhere around 1800 is the price to buy this. Okay, in the open market, and I will give the price determination as 3 and S. No worries, right? This is buy. The scenario you see valuation type SFG buy. So I'll say 1800 is the cost to buy this. Say okay, say okay, save your data, done. Now again I will maintain it for make. So again click the same material in MM01, select basic data 1, okay, then MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. Whether you select it or not, it's not going there, okay, which is fine. Say okay. Now select the plant BB10, storage location is BB10. Now valuation type, you see, valuation type is, see, the buy is already done, that's why you have the X indicator here. Go to SFG make and say okay. Okay, again costing selection is cancelled, which is fine. Okay, so you have your valuation class as B32 for make, B32. Okay, I'm not going to give any standard price because this standard price is for you producing it in-house. There will be a separate bill of material, all of those things will be there here. Okay, so I am not going to enter anything here, just say okay. I'll not give any price here, say okay, say save. That's all. That's all I have done. Okay, so you have now the main material created, and the same thing I have created it with both the valuation variant. How do I check? Give the same material buy or make, say okay, just say basic data, that's fine. Okay. Now when I give here plant and go to the valuation type, you see both of them have this X indicator, right? I'll choose one of them by go there. Costing selection is cancelled. Anyhow, I cannot again do it here MM01. I have to go to MM02 and check it. Now that the material is done, I will go and purchase some 100 units. What was the price? Do you know? Do you remember? If not, we'll go to MM60 and see what is the price. MM60. Okay. The material is already selected. Okay. Fine. Price BB10 plant. Let's see what do you have. You have three rows. That's what I wanted to show you. So it is the this buy here is for 0. This 1800 is when you buy externally. This make is when you produce it in-house. So for making it in-house, you have to create a BOM. So let me do a BOM. Okay, I'll first do a BOM. What is the transaction code for BOM? CS01. Perfectly, you are right. CS01. BOM usage is 1. Okay, and as I said earlier, I always give the validity from the beginning of the month. You don't have to do it. I do it. Okay, from the beginning of the month. So 1/8/2024. Say enter. Okay, say L. Okay. Now the material is BB10. Let me see if I can bring it the right click indicator. Yeah, buy make. But I need the raw materials to make it, right? I'm doing the bill of material for this. So BB10 RM. I will make use of RM001. Okay. It was 800 if I remember. So I'll give 1 unit is sufficient to make this. EA, enter, and then date validity is there. Save. I'll say 1 unit is sufficient to produce 1 unit of raw material is sufficient. Bill of material. If needed, I can change it also. CS02. Just in case if you want, I can change it. I put one more material. L B100 RM underscore 002. These are you need 2 units and EA done. Done. The material RM002 does not exist or is not activated. Is it so? Okay, BB10. Sorry, it's BB10. Sorry, BB10 RM002. Say okay and save. Done. Now I'll go back and create a routing. /NCA01 is for routing for this material. Again, as usual, I will set it from 1st August. Say enter. Okay, usage is 1. What is 1 here? 1 is for production, and then overall status is 4. Okay, done. And then operations. Okay, give the work center BB10 work center 1, PP01, PP01. Okay, production key PP01, enter. Okay, so I'm going to give 1 hour here, 1 hour here, 1 hour. 1 hour is sufficient. 1 hour of machine, 1 and then 1. So I'm saying 1 hour. I'm being very generous here. HR, this is HR, this is kWh, kilowatts, and this is liters. Say enter and save. Now what has happened? You have created the BOM and the routing. You have to update the production version. So /n. Okay, MM02. Okay, SFG by make. Now let me go here and MRP4. Okay, BB10. Okay, now BB10. I am not sure if I have to, I don't recollect whether I have to select the valuation type or do it centrally. So let me do it centrally and see if I can maintain it. Okay, because I have done the default assignment production version. Okay, this is make or buy. So make or buy SFG. Okay, it is 1st August and 31/12. Then you go here, select the routing, search for the routing. You have got your routing, right? But this is the main material. So just doubtful where I create. Let's try here. Okay, and then bomb is here. Give me 1 second. I need to just think. Yeah, we create this production version. We update the production version without any reference to specific valuation type. Okay, so no routing, and then click check. So both of this exists. Okay, there is both of them are green. Continue, continue. Click on save. Now BOM and routing is done. Let us go and run the cost estimate and see if it is picking the right value. EPC1 is my costing variant. Okay, say okay, done. Now whether it will pick up the 1800 price, okay, of my what I have set it for the SFG buy, or whether it will take the production cost, right? That is what we are trying to see. See, it is taking 1739. It is taking 1739. It was completely unintentional. I did not know that this will exactly come to the 1739. Okay, it's just a coincidence, and that one the price that we said 1800 is for buying. So in this case, there's no huge difference. So either decision are okay, but nevertheless, you can see that how the estimate is created here. Okay, if you are, yeah, these are the two raw materials. Okay, it takes the quantity structure here and the task type, etc., date, costing data, valuation, etc. So this is the price it is taking to create 1739.76. I will save this. I'll save this. Now I will go and create it, release the estimate /n CK24. When I do CK24 for company code B100, BB10, and I will select the material SFG, BB10 SFG by make. So let me do the test run first. Okay, execute. So one material successfully estimated. Okay, so see the price. So why is the main material taking 1739 price? My estimations were for the make part of it. See the valuation type make, it is coming to 1739. But why is this inheriting the valuation type? That is because you remember the split valuation which you configured. Let me go to SIMG, show you that particular setting. That link is what you need to understand, which is a key takeaway here. Where is that? Material management, valuation and account assignment. Try to pay some focus on this. See, look what we had done. We configured it. In the configuration, just say cancel here and look at the global categories. What's it global category? In the global categories of SFG make, what did we say? So let's say we wanted to change it. So remember what we said? You use the default valuation type to estimate any material using this valuation category. This is the valuation category. Under this valuation category, you can either select the valuation type external procedure and make that default, in which case it would have selected 1800. But what we are doing here, we are saying take the in-house production as the basis for the estimate. So it is taking the in-house production SFG make as the estimate. That's what I wanted you to understand. This is the link. Here this particular link is what is getting assigned there. So close this. 1739.76 is correct. Click on save. So back. So I was doing it in test run. So again run it. Okay. Done. Back. So that's why save again. Okay. Back. Now release it. Execute it. Okay. And then one cost estimate done successfully. Now you see 1739 make. This is the make part of it. This is the main material. Main material is picking the estimate from SFG make. It is not taking the estimate from buy part of it. In SFG buy we maintained as 1800. So let's say save. Okay. Let me go to MM60, and for this material I'll show the different prices. /n MM60. For this material, let's see what are the different prices maintained. See, the estimate for buy was 1800. When we made it, our estimation is coming to 1739, right? But the main material so far has not taken anything here, the moving average price. But let's go to the material master and show it to you. Slash and MM03 display. I'll go to this one. I'm going to the material with the without any valuation category. Without any valuation category. Look what price it has taken. It has taken 1739.76. 1739.76. Go to accounting tool, costing tool. See, it has taken 1739.76. Now I will make some production. Okay. Then I will, let's make some production. Let's do that one. Okay. Slash n CO01. Okay. I'm going to make, let's say 10 materials out of this. This is the material. Let's say order type is B100. Okay. So I'll do 10 units. Okay. Current date, say okay. Check assignment. Okay. Now I wanted to show you something here. There is a valuation type which it picks up by default. So that valuation type determines what cost you wanted to control. Somewhere here it has dates and quantities. 1610 master data. So master data is here. Did I miss somewhere the valuation type? It has to have the valuation type, otherwise it will not know from where it has to estimate. Profile, array key, this is done. Goods received, assignment, B10, production B10, MKBU. Has it given the valuation? No. Okay. Not surprises. Okay. General. In general, it has not taken. Okay. Let's see. Let's do the calculate costs. Okay. Now costs are determined. Release it. Okay. Now save it. Okay. 100245 is done. So check it in cost order display. CO03 100245. Once again, let me check the assignments. Assignment BB10, MKBU, planning plan, everything is there. Goods receipt, distribution. Can you see here the valuation type? SFG make. This is what I was searching. Why it has taken this valuation type? Because you said SFG make should be the basis of the estimate. Okay. So you have two sources. Let's say one, if you buy it, let's say I will maintain the prices. Let's leave it. So you have two prices. One is 1800, one is 1739. If you make it in-house, it is coming to 1739. If you buy it, it is the 1800. So why it is cost order is taking some valuation type of SFG make? Because we said that this will be the default one. Okay. Now go to cost analysis. Okay. Now I have to issue raw materials. These two raw materials which I will have to issue. I'll go to Migo. Migo is to, I'll issue the goods slash O MIGO against the order. It's not goods received, but I can do goods received also directly. Nothing stops it. Goods issue. But first let us do 100245. 245 here it is. Okay. Now location maintain it as BB10. Okay. Even here it should show us which valuation type it is using. Okay, very important, it does that. Partner account assignment 1000 partner reservation where BB10 goods receipt quantity and material. So here it is not there. Okay, let's see the next material. I am issuing goods issue BB10 B100. Okay, equipment, and then click check. Okay, post. Oh, only one material got selected, is it? Oh, I did not say okay to that one. Okay, let me just redo it. The second material I did not issue. That's my mission bad. I should say for the second material also okay. So two document unnecessarily is getting created. Say post, enter location. Okay, sure. BB10 and enter. Okay, save. Done. So now two material documents are created, goods are get issued. Okay, then slash n. Okay, uh, what else I have? I can go to the cost analysis again. Let's see whether the goods are issued. Go to cost analysis. Okay, so these two goods are issued based on the required quantity. I'll do the activity confirmation slash n CO15. You can do your activity, not CO15. Yeah, here it is. Let's see, 1000 10 units. It is production order confirmation. CO15. It is not showing any data. It is partial confirmation or final confirmation. Let's do it in CO11. CO11. I'm more comfortable in CO11. If needed, we can create variants, but in this case, I'm not going to create any variants. So to produce 10 units, you require 10 hours of all these things, which is fine. Click on save. Okay. Now goods receipt is done. Confirmation order is done. Okay. Check the cost analysis, please. So here you go back, go to cost analysis. Okay. So you have these four materials here, activity which has got confirmed. You can run the template. Let me receive the goods receipt also. Again, go back to MIGO, MIGO, do a goods receipt against this order, goods receipt, okay, against this order, 245, say enter. Okay, when you are receiving goods receipt, again give the storage location, say item is okay, material B100. See, now here it is giving valuation type as SFG make. I was telling you, right, when you receive the goods, you will be able to see this. So based on this valuation type, it is taking the estimate. Okay, quantity, where, order data, and then check post. Goods receipt is done. Okay, goods receipt is done. Let me show you the entry 500204. I want to show you the COGM account. Display, material document, document information, FI documents, accounting document. If you go to accounting document, see the account which it has used is 151. It has not used 150. Remember, 150 is for SFG, 151 is the one which we created for SFG make. So let me show it to you what we did. Remember this 151? So this 151 it has used. 151 COGM it has used, which we have mapped, which means it is booking against the valuation class B31, which is very important to remember here. So if required, I will again show you FS00 and close that screen later. FS00. In FS00, look what is the account you have created, expenses, SAP. 130 is production variance SFG for at the main level, right? But at the sub level valuation type, it has taken one SFG, no, not here, COGM, sorry, I'm talking about COGM, right? Okay, where is it? COGM income. See, in here, it has taken COGM SFG make. It did not take 150 because 150 is assigned to valuation class B30, and for B32, we assign 151. So it has picked up the B32 SFG make class, which is what is very important for you to remember. If it takes this one, then we are at error. It has taken the 151 GL account, which is assigned to B32 valuation class. Now B32 is assigned to the valuation type SFG make. So look at the link. That link is what you need to understand, how these are all connected. That's when you become a strong product costing consultant, right? Thanks for understanding that. So now we will go back to we can do the template allocation, etc. CPTA, okay, 100245, and then period is 8, okay, test run, okay, execute it. Then back, then we will do the KGI2 for overheads, test run, execute it, done, back. So all these things are done. So if you go back and check your costs, if you go back and check your costs, all these things would have been done now. Go to cost analysis, and there is no variance. Okay, because I did not cause any variance. If I cause variance, it will go to production variance account. That's all. So everything is done. So zero. You can calculate the variance and you can settle it. So there is nothing to settle, which is fine. Now let us buy this material. Let us buy this material. How do we buy this material? We will go to slash and ME21N. Okay. Our vendor is 2601 if I am not wrong. Okay. Say okay. Purchase organization B100. This is the other alternative, right? One is we made it. Okay. Now we will buy it. Item overview. Item overview is we will buy this BB10 SFG make. This one now we are going to buy. I'll buy the same 10 units. Let's compare the prices. Delivery net price. Instead of 1800, I'll say I bought it at 2000. I bought it at 2000. Plant is BB10. Okay. BB10 is a storage location. Okay. And now when I check it in the delivery mode, here if you see, it will ask for valuation type here. I'm not going to enter the valuation type, then it will catch hold of the same thing in Mego. But I am buying it at 2000. The price was 1800, but from the external market, now today the price is 2000, right? So valuation type I can enter it here, SFG buy. Okay, okay. So enter, check this, no messages, and click save. Done. 450092. So let's now buy this material. MIGO. Okay. Goods receipt against the purchase order, not order. Now this time purchase order against the purchase order, which is 92. Done. Right. Now look at it. Material group valuation type SFG buy is there. We are buying it at 2000. Once I book the goods, what will happen? It will should book the 200 price variance to the 116 account in the end. 116 account. Where am I receiving? BB10 goods recipient. Purchase order data is done. Partner assignment to this profit center. Check. Everything is fine. Post. Now look at the entry that comes in 205, right? What is that? Goods display material document. Yes, this one. This document. Now go to SFG by, go to document information, go to FI documents, accounting document. Now you see which account it has picked up. I was telling you 116, and the inventory it has picked up is 221. What is this 221 inventory account? Remember, SFG buy. Just check this. I hope you are able to see this. See this, SFG buy is 221. It has not picked up 222 because 222 is inventory which you are making. Very distinction is there. 221 is SFG which you are buying from the external market. So now you have bought it for 2000, right? You have bought it for 2000. So you have two prices, and then there is a price difference which has gone to 116 account according to your mapping for B31. B31 valuation class, you have mapped this. Okay. So this entry is correct. Now we will go to the material, what you call ledger. In material ledger, we will, this is material, yeah, this material here. Go to the material ledger CKM3, BB10 SFG buy make. Okay, BB10, select period 8, enter company code. Okay, now it is asking for valuation class. If you click here, it doesn't give you. So now you have, for this material, if you have bought it on SFG, right? SFG, why is it not giving import procurement, etc.? It is giving. Okay, SFG, if you bought it in the local market for 10 units, what is the price it costed you? 18,000 plus 2,000. Each unit costed you 2,000 per unit. It costed you 2,000 per unit. Now you check it, if you make it, what is the impact? So SFG, same goods, see I have two different estimates, right? BB10 SFG by make, by valuation type SFG make, right? It costed me only 1739, which is better, 2000 or 1739. Producing in-house is better. So that is the conclusion we were able to reach here. And when you made it, you got all the machine, etc. So sometimes you cannot afford making it because you might have shortage of raw material or supply, then you may go and buy it outside also, but that's a business decision. But from a product costing perspective, we have seen that for the same material we were able to maintain two different prices. Now let me go to the my material master also and show it to you. Slash n mm03. Okay, I'm not going to select any valuation type now. I'll just give the plant, say okay. Now see, previously it did not give you the price, right? It did not give you. Now it is giving you 1769. How you got 1769 is the question here. How you got 1769? Let me show that to you in Excel. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So I clean up all the data here. Okay. So SFG, when you made it, you made 10 units, it costed you 1739 per unit, right? 1739. And what is the total cost? 1739 points something. Okay, when you bought it in the market, this is SFG make, right? Not mad, make. Now when you SFG, when you have bought it in the market 10 and you bought it at 2000, okay, so the cost came to this one. So let's see what is the total price, total stock. Okay, when I divide it, what is the price I'm getting? This divided by 20 units, 1869. It should record 1869 in the master data, but it is detecting 1769. So where is the issue? Let's see the price once again. So total value came to 35,397. Did I record 1900 or 1800? Okay, now that surprises. Did I record 1800 or 1900? So I can go to CKM3 and check that. Give me 1 second. Standard price is 1739.76. So 1739.76. 1739.76. Even if I make it 1739.76, it is fine. Now if I go to the SFG buy, I bought it at 2000. I bought 10 units, which is 20,000. So 20 units, the cost comes to 37,397. Okay, the price variance. So it has taken the price variance. So it has taken the standard cost estimate. Because it took the 1800, the 2000 is still lying in the price variance account. Price variance account. Right? The standard cost that we made for SFG buy was 1800. So it came to 18,000. 18,000 and 17,397, 35,397. So 20 is there. And then the average comes to, moving average comes to 1769. At the end of the month, when we do the costing run, this 2000 will get loaded to this particular inventory cost here. Alright. So once it gets loaded, once again when you do the average will change. So that is the thing. So I hope you have understood. Please spend enough time. Please practice this. Okay. Thank you very much. I have done all of this template allocation. There is no variance, so I did not do the variance allocation and settlement. Okay. Apart from that, we have done all the transactions. Okay. So I hope you are enjoying the sessions. So please do let your friends know. Okay. Thank to subscribe if they are interested. Thank you very much. Have a great day.